Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Jake and today I'm going to take you along as I build a bed for my van back here. So this is a 2000 Astro van that I bought. It's kind of rough around the edges. You can see it needs some TLC, needs some new struts. I know you guys would like my conduit holder. It's holding up the hatch, but I have big plans for this. It's going to be like a weekend adventure kind of thing. And I'm going to tear out the interior eventually, kind of put insulation, flooring, all that fun stuff, just to do like a weekend kind of getaway adventure van for camping and stuff. But I'm kind of jumping the gun and I'm going to be prototyping a bed this weekend. My little sister has never been camping before, and for her birthday, she wanted to go camping. So me and my brother and sister-in-law and sister are all going to go camping, and we're all going to have our own vehicles and kind of vehicle camp at this cool campsite close by. But I'm going to use this as a kind of a time to prototype and plan a bed, because I've had an idea for one for a while now, and this is going to be a good time to kind of test it out. I got to give a shout out to a few community members, because that's what kind of inspired this. So Tim originally shared his slider bed. We did an interview with Tim. You can see all about it. Definitely check that out. But he had a cool technique where he had a wood frame, and then he used 2-hole straps to secure PVC on the wood frame, and then slid conduit in and out of the PVC to achieve the slider bed, which is really cool. And slider beds are really common in the van conversions and things like that. So I'm kind of taking that design and I'm combining it with another community member, Hank the Tank, who's been sharing a lot of cool stuff for his Honda Element bed. And I'm actually going to build the whole frame out of conduit. And the sliding mechanism is going to be 3/4 inch inside of 1 inch, which is really cool. I've had this idea kicking around for a bit. And since we're going camping this weekend, it's going to be a good opportunity to kind of test it out. I've got my conduit here. And since I'm kind of short on time, I'm going to use this portable bandsaw in there to kind of save time and make my cuts. But I'm going to start with the main frame, and then I'll come back and show you guys what's happening. Tip for cutting: if you're cutting pipes the same length, instead of trying to get the measurement right every time, if you just get it close the first time and then line up your pipes and make sure they're parallel with each other, you can just mark exactly where the pipe ends. That way you get multiple pipes that are the same measurement. Got the small legs there, and then the 2 cross pipes. And the main part of the frame, kind of the legs and the top part, is going to be 1 inch EMT. And I'm going to use 3/4 inch to brace throughout. But I got to get some connectors. I'm going to come back and start putting together the main frame, and I'll show you guys what's happening there. The main frame is finished. Doesn't look like much, but it's a great start. And this whole bed isn't going to be that complicated. And I'm really excited to do the slider mechanism, but I'll have to do it tomorrow. I mean, for you, it'll be in just a few seconds, but tomorrow when we come back, I'll do a test fit in the van. We'll kind of get an idea of how it's looking so far, and then we'll keep on building. But that's it for tonight. See you guys in a few. And we're back for day number 2. Last night we left off, we had finished the main frame. I didn't really explain what I did, but as I said, I was kind of combining several community members' designs for beds. And recently, Jason has been working on his Honda Element Hank in the bed in there, and he used 90s in the same way here for a specific reason. The sliding mechanism is going to be incorporated into the way those 90s are oriented, which I'm excited to show you. But we're going to do a test fit in the van shortly. First, I'm going to actually add the rung around the bottom. So I'm going to use 2 more 90s, flat, kind of the opposite direction that you see them there. They'll be flat on those 2 pipes, and then I'm going to run the pipe along the bottom with T-connectors, and I'm going to leave that other end open so I can slide stuff easier under the bed. But I'm going to add that bottom rung, and then we'll fit it in the van, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we added the bottom rung. We used the shims to go from 1 inch down to a 3/4 inch EMT for this bottom brace on both sides. And I was supposed to do the same thing here, but I forgot that's what I was doing. Since I had already cut the 1 inch, I just decided to use it. Anyway, it's fine, we got it. Now we're gonna put it in the van, see how it sits in there, see what it looks like, and then go from there. And I'm excited to show you guys the actual sliding mechanism. And we are in. I think it fits in here perfectly. I was hoping that top pipe would be over the wheel well. I miscalculated and it's not, but I just realized too it doesn't really matter because the bottom pipe would prevent it from going over the wheel well anyway, so that's totally fine. That'll actually be a little bit different once I actually rip out the interior because there's a lot of foam and insulation and stuff there already. So we'll have to figure that out, but that's way down the road. Right now we're just prototyping the bed and the measurements. So I think this fits good. And I actually left this pipe solid one piece just to show you guys an idea that I had. But I'm actually, what I've decided to try and prototype is not a solid piece here. And I'll show you why here in a second. So if you guys remember on Tim's bed, he had a wooden frame that was already in his RV and he wanted to add the extension to it. And he did that by taking 1 inch PVC. I don't have any PVC, but same idea. It was just a larger diameter pipe. And he used 2-hole straps to secure that to the wooden bed frame. And then the 3/4 inch conduit slid in and out of the PVC that he had there. And a wooden bed frame is really common for beds and just in general for building. And you're probably thinking that I didn't do wood for my bed frame just because I work for Maker Pipe and have conduit and Maker Pipe at the ready, which is partly true, but I'm also not too familiar with woodworking, so I don't know if I'd be confident enough to make a bed. And I thought it would be cool to do EMT conduit for the whole thing. Well, then I started thinking, okay, if I do the frame with EMT, how can I secure the slats or the actual housing that the extender will go in and out of? And I thought, if I use PVC just like Tim did, or EMT, I could actually do it similarly and just use crossover clamps like this, secured on the pipe. Kind of wrestling with it here. Secured on the pipe like this, all the way throughout, and just secure those in place. And voila, I got the same secured slat that I can slide conduit in and out of. And I still think that would work pretty well, and I think I might try that at some point. But I just thought if I was adding 10 slats evenly throughout, that'd be 20 crossover clamps, and that would add up pretty quickly. So then I was kind of thinking, what if I could do something similar to Jason with Hank the Tank, the Honda Element. And then when I saw I looked at his frame again after thinking about that, and immediately sparked the idea of how he used the 90s here, oriented sideways like this. He slid a 3/4 inch pipe here, and then on the other end as well. And then he had plywood that folded over on top, which is really clever. I was trying to avoid using plywood for the top, so I want to have conduit slats all the way throughout. So then I was thinking, what if I just use 180-degree connectors spaced evenly along this pipe and then just run a 1 inch EMT slat all the way down. It'll be the same plane here, and then I can just build the extender and slide it all the way, or slide it out all the way down the frame and have my extension. And I think that's gonna work. I'm really excited to try it. So like I said, it's like a combination of both Tim's and Jason's design. So I think it's gonna be cool. So I'm gonna pull the bed frame out, and then I'm gonna make one of the slats here with the 180 just so I can kind of show you what I'm talking about. And then we'll add the rest of them, and then we'll keep going with the build and test out this design. I'm really excited. All right, as you can see, the first slat is installed, and basically you probably saw I did some surgery. I added a mark every 8 inches on this pipe, and then I lined up the center of the T-connector with that mark, sent the 1 inch EMT pipe forward, and then connected it with 180-degree connector up here. I kind of used the T-connector in this pipe to eyeball it and then just cut where I needed to, and then add the 180. So I did that, but now, as you can see, The 90 and the 180 are in the same plane. So this opening here, all I have to do is build the extender with 3/4 inch EMT. It'll have a pipe there, and then the next one, so on and so forth, all the way down. And then we can just slide the extender in and out of the 1 inch EMT with the 3/4 inch EMT here. And I accidentally cut that pipe a little short. I'll fix that on the next ones, but it won't be a problem. It'll still slide in and out. So that's the first slat. It's actually getting kind of dark. It's supposed to rain, so there's some dark clouds rolling in, but before the sun sets, I'm gonna try to finish this off and add the rest of the slats, and then tomorrow we can finish off the build and do the extension, which I think will be pretty easy to do. You know, famous last words, but should be pretty easy. We should be able to finish it up tomorrow, but I'm gonna see if I can finish off the main frame tonight and get all the slats added and everything like that. So that's what I'm gonna do now. All right, well, as you can see, it is getting really dark, so I'm running out of time. So I think I'm just gonna call it there. We got another slide in. We've got 6 more to go. We'll come in tomorrow. We'll finish those up pretty quick and should be able to finish off the build, but I'm really excited with how it's turning out. I think this is gonna work out great. I'm really excited to finish it up and use it this weekend. But that's it for tonight. We'll come back tomorrow and we'll finish it off. Hello again for day 3, what is hopefully the final day. Well, actually, it has to be the final day because the camping trip is tomorrow. We'll be at the campground in less than 24 hours. So I'm gonna finish the build, finish the video. We don't have a ton left. I mean, that's what I said last night before it got dark insanely fast and left me not even close to finishing the slats, but it's okay. We have lots of confidence today. We're gonna finish it and it's not gonna be bad. So we're just gonna add 7 slats using the method that we talked about. And I've got my connectors. The saw is charged. I got my conduit. We've got clear skies, no rain coming in or anything. So let's get building. All right, well, as you can see, it's finished. I didn't realize that the battery died halfway through it while I was building, and I just kept carrying on and had no idea, so I lost all the footage of that. But you kind of saw what I was doing here with the first couple. Basically, I used the method where I had the T connector in the back, sent the pipe forward, and just kind of used that as a guide on where to make my cuts. And I just did that going all the way down with 180s. I did a 4-way in the middle here that went down to a T, just to add a vertical support. Same thing in the back with the 9-degree connector and a T connector. And it's coming out awesome. Now all that's left to do is the slider. So I've already started putting it together. I missed some of that footage as well. But I'm just gonna put the slider in, test out kind of the fitment of the 2 most outer pipes, and then start trimming and start making the cuts for to finish off the extension. So it's coming out great. Let's keep going. You guys remember earlier when I said the battery on the saw was charged?
The saw is charged.
Well, I guess I was mistaken because it didn't make it very long. So we're gonna use Old Faithful. We're gonna make these last few cuts and finish this thing up. All right, well, a lot happened since we last talked. I realized that my mic wasn't recording, my saw died, and it got dark outside, but it's okay. We're gonna keep going, we're gonna finish it up. I've opened up the shop. I'm just kind of sitting on the edge of the bay door, as you can see, but we only have a few connections left to make. So my thought is to make this easier to line up, because it's crucial that the slats and the housing for the slats line up properly. So my thought is I'm gonna put the 3/4 inch conduit in all the slats loose like this, you know, in the pipe. And then we'll just be able to line up, add the T connector with the extension sitting outside of it like it is. So I think it's going to work really well to help line it up. Let's knock that out. All right, hopefully you guys don't hear the 3D printers. You guys are buying minis like crazy. We've got, look at all these 3D printers we got going. Hopefully it's not messing with the audio too much, but anyway, check it out. It is finished. I think it turned out awesome. I am super stoked with how it came out. I wanna show it to you guys in the van, but as you can see, it's kind of dark, so just stick around for a little bit longer. We'll come back in a few seconds. I'll show it to you in action, and I'll explain some of the things I did to kind of finish it off, because I think there's some cool techniques you'll find useful. So stick around and you'll see it in 3, 2, 1. All right, here it is, finally finished. I'm super happy with how well it works. I think it came out awesome. As you can see, it slides out really well. I was surprised at how well it slid metal on metal. Jason shared some good ideas for reducing the friction, which I'll try out later, but I'm actually pretty surprised at how well the metal on metal slider works. But it slides all the way out. It's somewhere between a full size and a queen size bed when it's fully extended, and then it goes up inside of itself just like that. And I may customize the dimensions. I thought about cutting more of these pipes off and getting the extender to be closer into the main frame, which I could still do that pretty easily, just take the slider out and trim it off. But I'm really happy with the first version. I think it's awesome. That was kind of the whole point of this. If I've learned anything from Jason and the rest of the community, it's to test out ideas and then revise them later, make them better. So that's what I plan to do. But I think it's awesome. It turned out great. So thanks everybody for watching. Let us know if you like this video, if you want to see more builds from us. We build stuff for ourselves all the time, but we don't usually show them unless it's something, that's like a hack or a solution that you guys like to see. But if you want to see more videos like this, definitely let us know. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.